Welcome to the course of Sales and Distribution Management. This particular course aims at bringing out the best selling techniques that can be used by organization to excel in this competitive arena. In this session, the topics that will be covered are meaning of sales management, concept, objectives, functions of sales management, and evolution of sales management. Let us define what is sales management. According to American Marketing Association, sales management can be defined as the planning, direction, and control of personal selling activities, which includes recruiting, selecting, equipping, assigning, routing, supervising, paying, and motivating the sales force. Sales management is the process of developing a sales force. It coordinates with the sales operations and implements various selling techniques that allows a business to constantly surpass its identified targets. Sales management is a business discipline in which the firm's sales operations are focused on practical applications of techniques used in sales. It is a crucial aspect of the business as net sales of a product and services draw profit of the business. Sales is the life and blood of any organization. As this department is responsible for revenue generation for entire organization. Now let us look at the various objectives of sales management. It helps in revenue generation. It helps in increasing the sales volume. Profitability is sustained through effective sales management. It also leads to organization growth. If it continues to grow year by year, it can also reach to the position of being a market leader. Sales management helps to convert a prospect into an actual customer. It continuously motivates the sales force. Also, it complements the marketing activities. Thus, we can say that marketing and selling are two sides of the same coin, and one is complementing the other. Let us look at the responsibilities of a sales manager. A sales manager is responsible for forecasting the demand and sales figures. He also establishes quotas and objectives. He helps in budgeting. He also looks at what should be the organization chart, what should be the hierarchy, and how many levels one should have in an organization for effective selling techniques. He also looks after recruitment, training, compensation, and simultaneously evaluating the sales performance. Skills that are required for a sales manager. A clear and concise ability to communicate is the first and foremost important skills required by a sales manager. He should be effectively able to delegate the task and responsibility amongst his subordinates. He needs to understand how he should act as a coach and help his team members to achieve their targets. He needs to have an eye for people who are talented and have the potential for growth. He needs to produce consistent results. He also has to get things done from others with the perspective that every individual in the organization is simultaneously working for self growth and organizational growth. He should be able to think long term and not just the current present. He should be able to anticipate the challenges and opportunities in the future. He also should be able to make results happen under unfavorable circumstances. He should be able to ask the right questions and give the right direction to his sales executives. And he should also know how to utilize the time in the most constructive and best possible manner. Now, let us look at the nature of personal selling. Personal selling is the personal presentation by the firm's sales force for the purpose of making sales and building customer relationship. Most salespeople are well educated, well trained professionals who work to build and maintain long term customer relationship. A salesperson is an individual who represents a company to the customers by performing prospecting, communicating, selling, servicing, information gathering, and relationship building. These are some of the activities which a salesperson does. The salesperson can be an order taker or an order getter. He is an order getter when he creates a demand and he sells a relationship to the customer. Personal selling process. The first step is prospecting and qualifying, that is, to identify potential qualified customers. In the pre-approach stage, he learns as much as possible about the prospective customer before making an actual face-to-face presentation. In approach, he meets the customer for the first time, face-to-face. Then he presents the value proposition to the prospect, showing him how the firm's offer will solve his problem. Objections are the questions raised by the prospect. So, a good sales executive should be effectively able to handle these objections. He should be able to clarify and overcome any apprehensions of the prospect. Before he closes the presentation, he should not hesitate in asking the customer for an order. In case the order is not given in that particular call, there should be a constant follow-up for getting the sales call converted into actual results. Personal selling and customer relationship, they go hand in hand. The selling process is transaction oriented. It aims at building profitable relationship. It builds relationship that requires listening to the customers, understanding their needs, and carefully coordinating the whole firm's effort to create value. This was all about the personal selling process. Now we come down to the different selling approaches. The first approach is known as a transactional selling, where the objective is to get the sales as quickly as possible. Little thought is given to customer lifetime value. Affiliative selling, on the other hand, is based on friendship in between the salesperson and individual buyer. It becomes a basis for business to business selling. Consultative selling involves identifying and solving a prospective client's problem. Hence, it is also known as need satisfaction selling. It involves asking a number of questions in order to determine the prospect needs and then presenting a solution to those needs. Enterprise selling is a business to business concept that reflects a strategic partnership between the buying and selling organizations. Thank you.